the Caveman!
Hello.
Hello.
We're back in another episode of the Caveman podcast.
Stupid. Okay.
Okay.
What are we doing today?
Okay, so for today, our topic will be how to train efficiently.
How to train efficiently.
Yeah, correct. Because
Okay.
you know, like you want to go to the gym, right? You want to look good, or like you want to improve your health,
Yes.
but you don't want to spend a lot of time, like in the gym. So you want to
Okay.
train efficiently, right?
Okay.
Because you don't want to get the most out of the gym, and you want to continue on with life. Correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So right, one of the options right that people have right is a personal trainer. Because you yourself is a personal trainer, right?
Yes.
So in your perspective, how do you think a personal trainer can help like another person to train more effectively?
Okay. But before this, right? I asked you first. How long on average do you train, like, for yourself? You don't have a personal trainer, right? So
Yeah.
How like one gym session you take roughly how long?
Okay, so now right, I try to keep it within like 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah, so it's like around like 4 exercises.
Then
So around 1 hour.
how often you go per week?
I go like 6 times a week.
So altogether one week is 6 hours lor.
Yeah, around 6 hours.
Pretty
Yeah.
Do you keep to the 1 hour though? It's like most of the time you can finish within 1 hour.
Yes, correct. If there's like provided there's no distraction, like you know, like sometimes people message me for school and stuff like that, then it might take longer. Yeah, correct. But if there's no distraction, I can do it within less than 1 hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
so quick ah.
Yeah, correct. Because I think about it, right? I don't want to spend so much time in the gym. So the one thing that I can cut down the most, right, is actually the rest time.
But
Yeah.
when you cut down your rest time, how do you make sure that you still train just as good?
Train as good.
Won't you be like tired, like in between sets? Then like the first set you do already, you tired already. Then the second set you do, but you haven't rest properly. Then you go and do. Then won't you be like tired? You haven't fully recovered.
Then that's the point of training.
What? Then how do you give good effort for the second set or like the subsequent sets?
The thing is that right, what I feel right is like if you have lesser rest right, that it definitely you have like lesser power, but in the end it's like it's kind of like a form of training, you know, of your endurance as well as like how much power you can give,
So you want to train your endurance.
as well as like the amount of power how explosive I can be within a short period of time,
Okay.
right? Which I think it kind of fits well into like the functional aspect of what I want,
Okay.
right?
So you cut short your rest time because you purposely want to do that.
And also I want to get out of the gym quick lah and do other things lah.
Okay. From what I know lah, personal training usually the one session is 1 hour also,
Yeah.
right? So, I wanted to the reason why I asked you, how long you take per session, right? Is because my first argument for personal training is that it help you condense everything within 1 hour. But then you already did your one in 1 hour already. So that's not a valid argument for you.
Okay.
So
So you're saying your first argument is that personal trainer help you to correct the amount of time that you're supposed to have
I guess
in the gym
like,
session.
like make full use of your 1 hour lor. Like because like if you are new, right, then you don't know what to do, then you just I don't know what exercise you want to do also. So like for a personal trainer, one very good I think plus point is that within the 1 hour, right, instead of spending your time on doing don't know what rubbish, the personal trainer help you plan. So you spend your 1 hour, like what you say, efficiently.
So basically they take the planning aspect out
Yeah,
of the,
correct. I
out
think
of
that's the
gym.
main point of getting a personal trainer though.
Okay.
Right. Then I think that another reason why people want to get personal trainer is maybe like to push them lor.
To push.
Because I think like people like one like normal person they wouldn't be able to push to their max or like high effort like alone.
Okay.
Like if I ask you to maybe do like a 3 rep max effort for your bench press, right? Alone versus if let's say I was there to push you, probably you most likely I would bet that if I was there you will be able to your weight will be heavier for the 3 rep
Okay.
max.
So you're saying that as the personal trainer is like a somewhat like a motivator.
Something like that lah.
Oh, so basically it requires like the person to have a motivating factor lah.
So I guess, or maybe like they feel more safe.
Safe. Okay.
Maybe do you feel more safe if like there's somebody there to help you, I guess, so that you don't die or something. Or like you know your limit.
I guess so, because if I know like my limit, right, I don't usually go past unless it's like I feel like it's a really good day.
Right.
And then if I have like a spotter, right, usually I'll go over that my comfort zone basically.
So do you think a personal trainer is good?
A personal trainer is good? Okay, I guess for people who just started, it'll be good because like what you said, they help you to check your form.
Yes.
And it helps you like
No,
to.
but for you,
For me,
for you.
for me, I don't think it will be that. I guess it will still be effective, because I feel like there are still things that I'm not able to catch. Like maybe like my form is not the best, as well as
Okay.
things like that. And then if people like they kind of like spot it out,
Okay.
and I can definitely improve. It's definitely like better to have like another pair of eyes. But I think for cost wise, right, I wouldn't really want to spend that money.
Right.
Yeah,
So the main reason why you don't have personal trainer is because of the money.
Yes, and also like I've been gymming for quite long already, and I have like a routine. So basically, I already have a plan already. So I don't really need someone to plan for me, right? And I already know how to do like most things safely, I would say.
So you think like the cost benefit?
Yes, correct.
It's not worth it for you.
Yes, correct. But I think for someone who is newer, who doesn't have a friend to
Like an experienced friend to help.
yes, correct. Then it will be more effective.
Okay.
I'll feel.
Then let's say if like you are new, right?
Mhm.
No, don't say you now lah. Let's say you're
Okay.
new, right? How much will you be willing to spend on a personal trainer?
Personal trainer, as of now, or like
Like,
as an adult, working adult, because the amount of money I have now is not
will
a
you
lot.
consider yourself as a working adult?
No.
Then you now.
On me now,
Now.
Oh, maybe like $10 to $20 an hour.
Oh, serious ah?
I mean, if the person is good lah, right?
$10 to $20 like dog shit eh. But how about like a working adult?
Working adult lah. If I got time maybe go
What do you
up
mean if
to
you got time? You will go
because
gym or what?
because when you go to work, right, you may not have like time.
Okay, but no, as in like you want to go to the gym
Okay. Assuming that I have time,
Yeah.
maybe I'm very stingy at $30.
So as a student versus as an adult, you willing to pay $10 more only.
Yeah.
Even though your income like freaking double or triple.
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah. You think what?
For
I got a lot of
$30
money.
you don't know what personal trainer you can get.
So basically, a summarize of this right, is basically a personal trainer will be effective for like newbies, right? And then because they take away the planning, as well as they help you to correct your form, and then and last is basically they will help you to motivate as a motivating factor for you to push harder.
Yeah. Okay, I will
Okay.
correct it. It's not really not only for newbies. Like for example, if like because the planning aspect, like maybe I can plan also, but I just lazy or like don't want to think so much, right?
Okay.
I outsource the work to somebody to do it for me.
Also, basically, the best way to solve the problem is to make the problem not your problem. Right?
Yes, correct. That's why like
I see.
somebody I know once told me, right, that whatever that you can solve with money, you solve with money.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
Like, this is life advice. Right.
No, but first you need to have the money first.
Yes, correct.
That's
But whatever you can solve with money, you just solve with money. You don't waste extra time or effort to go and think about it. You can just go and solve it with money.
You hear that? That's the killer of life advice.
Correct what? Do you agree?
I agree.
See, you agree.
But I know money now, so
Yeah.
so this advice useless. Whether I got money first, then I will accept your advice. So like one thing that personal trainers they usually have, right, is like certification.
Yes, correct.
So do you think that does the certification that a trainer have matter?
Wow, that's a tricky question.
Mm-hmm.
Because actually certification, if I say honestly, almost anybody can get now. Because
Wait, why?
like okay, so
why do you say
in
that?
Singapore specifically, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are like a few organizations that provide this like personal training certification.
Okay.
Right. So there are some that require you to go for several months of like training, e-learning,
Okay. So it's all like theory wise.
theory wise,
Okay.
and then there will also be the practical aspect.
Oh, there's practical aspect. Okay. Okay.
But then there will be some that is like you just mainly is all theory, and then there's only like 1 day of practical.
Okay. Okay.
So like for example, the one I go, which I will not mention, the course that I went to, right? If I'm not wrong, you can subsidize with SkillsFuture,
Okay.
but we are not. At that point when I took it, I was not 25 years old so I cannot
Okay.
subsidize SkillsFuture that one.
Okay.
Okay. So that one, you pay already, right? You will have access to their e-learning materials.
Mm-hmm.
They will send you a textbook. They will
Okay.
send mainly a textbook and class. Then, you will have to book a practical session on one day.
So-
Sorry, not one day, one weekend. So Saturday and Sunday. So it will so during this Saturday and Sunday, what they will do is this instructor, he or she will teach you the different exercises. So like for example, barbell row or bench press. He or she will teach you like what's the quote unquote correct form to do.
Okay.
And then after that 2 days of training, you go and sit for the theory test. If you pass the theory test, you get your certificate, which lasts for 2 years.
So this tutorial only lasts for 2 days.
Yes,
Or there's
correct.
multiple sessions.
Only 2 days.
Okay. Okay.
Only 2 days. So like the one that I went to, a lot of the people there, they don't really know what they're doing.
What do you mean? Like
So
who's the
like-
people there?
Okay,
So
so
the instructor or the trainees?
the
or like
trainees.
students?
So like
Okay.
me,
students.
the students. I was a
Okay.
student, right? So because you are taking a personal training course,
Okay.
you are training to be a personal trainer.
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't you expect that before you go for this course, you should be able to know a few exercises already. And instead of this course teaching you how to do the exercise, this course should teach you how to teach the exercise.
Okay.
That's what, to me, what a personal training course should like entail lah.
Okay.
Right? The course shouldn't be like I need to teach you what this exercise is. It's more of like how I need to teach you how to teach other people to do this exercise.
Ah.
The
Okay.
basic knowledge, the basic what you call that the requirement, right, or the assumption is that you should know how to do the exercise already.
Because you're supposed to teach someone.
Exactly, right? It's like
Okay.
imagine if you're a math tutor and you want to go to a tuition course. I must teach you the math first, then you go and teach. That doesn't make sense, right?
That's true. That's true.
Doesn't
okay.
doesn't make sense. That's
Okay.
why. So not a lot of focus on the teaching aspect, but rather like how to do the exercise, which I don't think is right lah.
And also for 2 days only though.
Yeah,
for the practical session.
only for 2 days.
Yeah, that's why.
Right, so it's a bit sus lah. The other thing that I forgot to mention is there's no practical exam.
Oh, so it's just theory only,
It's
based
just
on the
theory exam.
textbook.
So there is no practical exam. Right,
Oh.
which I feel is also another like red flag. Another analogy I can give is like, for example, a driving test.
Okay.
Just because you can pass the theory test doesn't mean you can drive. Makes sense, right?
Yes, makes sense.
That's why
yes.
there's a practical test, right?
Yes, correct. Okay.
So the theory test the easy part. The practical is when the where you actually know how to drive or not is another thing,
no,
right?
no, but I heard like from like for driving, right?
Ah.
They say that even if you pass the test, you may not actually know how to drive on the road because everything is
See,
different.
that's another thing, right?
Yes, correct.
So the fact that this personal training course don't have a practical test
Oh,
is already like, I think it's a big red flag.
I see.
But the reason why I took it, right, is because it was the easiest way for me to get a license at that point in time
Oh,
when I was
okay.
young. It was
Okay.
So back to the point about the trainees not having much knowledge, right? So like you end up with a lot of people being certified as personal trainers, but
Mhm.
they may not really know what they're doing lah. That's
Because
why,
okay.
yeah, because of all this, the lack of practical tests, only 2 days,
Okay.
and all that kind of stuff, right? So, that's why when you ask me the question, it's like, does the certification matter? I think the certification matters.
So certification.
The,
So
the quality of the certification matters.
or like basically which or like how do I say it? Or basically what it takes to have the certification matters lah. Or like what type of certification matters.
Correct.
So have you heard of any that is better?
So, some of my friends that are better personal trainers, they have diplomas.
Also you're saying that those that
They took diplomas in sports science and all that kind of stuff.
so,
exercise
so
science.
basically those are better because it's also like a long kind of
I mean,
course.
they
and-
took 3 years to learn it, right? I would rather trust a guy 3 years of like getting a diploma that versus 2 days of learning,
but
right?
really, but this is about coaching though. That's the sports science they actually
Yeah.
teach
So
about coaching.
that's another thing. I'm not a like I don't have a diploma in like sports science or all that kind of stuff, so I don't really know what's the curriculum like.
Okay.
But like what you say, the most important thing about being a personal trainer is being able to teach.
Yeah.
Right. So actually, right, all these certifications doesn't really guarantee that your personal trainer knows how to teach. It's more of like, that's why I say to find a good personal trainer is all like through word of mouth. I feel.
Through word of mouth.
Right.
Okay.
It's because you have somebody has to experience it. Somebody has to, like,
Be the guinea pig.
yeah, right.
Okay.
Right, like it's like say not so nice. Like somebody has to be a guinea pig, ma.
Yes.
Right. If this guy is shit, then somebody has to suffer, lor. You have to pay for shit service, lor.
Okay.
Then you realize that this guy is not good. Then like that, lor.
So certification do matter, but basically you want someone like a certification that kind of teaches you how to teach.
Which is very hard to who will go and find out this type of things. Yeah.
Okay, so basically what I was thinking, right, someone who is very qualified, right, is those kind of like national, like those, how do I say
National athlete.
No, those coach for those national athletes.
Ah.
Yeah, correct. Because they will definitely, I believe that they will be players themselves already, and they already know like that specific sport, how to get like what kind of training works, because they experience it, as well as like they have the knowledge and like qualification and everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So
Yeah.
so I would say that instead of looking at the qualification of a personal trainer, right, maybe you look at the experience of the personal trainer instead.
The experience, but experience is like, how would I see?
As in like experience, not like what you can see. As in like what he has done before.
But that's also very hard to see, because it's not like you're gonna ask for his resume, right?
Why not?
Or you can ask for his resume.
Like how do you market yourself as the person? Like how do you go for a job interview? You LinkedIn, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. So why don't we do that for personal trainers also?
Mm.
Like you technically, if you hire a personal trainer, you are the boss, ma. Right? He is the worker, right?
Yes.
So in order to find a good like employee, you screen through him first, right? You obviously have to find out what he has to offer, right?
Also basically something like because I guess like resume will be a bit difficult, but basically
Not say a resume lah.
yeah, but basically like, you know, like a lot of people follow you and a lot of people like you, this
something
kind of
like
thing.
that. Similar concept. The Instagram page can be a freaking resume already, right?
Yes.
So you see the Instagram page. Oh, I have coached all these people before.
Okay,
I got
okay.
experience. Then that I think is what matters compared to like just a certification.
Oh, so in conclusion, basically certification don't really matter, but it's just the
actually,
experience that
certification
matter.
don't really matter.
So, yeah, because just now you say it matters, right?
Right.
And then from now basically what I conclude is it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's about experience, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay.
It's about the experience matters.
Okay,
Yes, correct.